Hi, I'm Andy Burgess. I'm a product specialist for Aston Martin, and we're here at Aston Martin's headquarters here at Gaydon in Warwickshire to show you this Vantage Roadster. This is our sports car of the range. Much more assertive looking at the front. We call this car internally the Hunter because it takes its inspiration from a predatory animal. When you look at the front of the car, it's got one of the lowest noses we've ever seen on a production Aston Martin. The lights, very much smaller than you would normally find on a production Aston Martin too. The badge itself is made by Vantage, one of the oldest jewellery companies in the Birmingham jewellery quarter. It's metal, silvered, enamelled, polished glass, and it's the final thing that's actually put onto the vehicle once it's had its quality check. So when you're looking at the front of this Vantage Roadster, you'll notice that we have the option grille. It's the 5-vane grille. That's for the customer that wants something maybe a little bit more traditional looking. Standard fitment is a meshed grille, which takes its inspiration from our Vulcan track car, which has a little bit more of an assertive look. So if we go down the side of the car, we'll talk about some of the design cues that Marek and his team have brought to the Vantage. So straight away you'll see a clamshell bonnet, which reaches right the way across, giving the impression of width. So we've eliminated that shut line that you normally see over a wing. We've also got a very, very strong shoulder line which starts very subtly and then gets stronger and stronger as it goes through the side of the car, right into the rear haunches, giving you that impression of power at the rear. Marek and his team have also incorporated those golden proportions in this car as well. That 1/3, 2/3, 1/3 glass, 2/3 body. The side strake is now called the side gill on this particular car, again referring back to that predatory animal. The side gill is extracting air from underneath this wheel arch that builds up at high speed. That is eliminating front end lift. Also you'll notice on this car we have very, very strong and big side skirts, again adding to its downforce. So if I show you the door arrangement, something new on Vantage is we've eliminated this rubber seal that you would normally see on top of a door. So you have body to glass. All Aston Martin design has to have a purpose, has a consequence. And if we can take away unnecessary clutter, that's all for the better. And that's why we've done that. So as you open the door, it gives you a lovely handshake. It has a hydraulic ram on the door, so you can place this door wherever you like, and it will stay there. Until that last point, where it drops under its own weight and shuts. This car has an aluminium bonded chassis, and it is one of the most rigid cars in its class. And it's the bonding that gives it that. It takes that technology from aerospace engineering. And what it does, it gives the car lots and lots of rigidity, so that the car does not flex, especially in a Roadster form. Also, we have 50-50 weight distribution on this car. We achieve that by putting the gearbox in the rear, and that allows us to bring the engine further back, past the front axle, and we couple that with an aluminium torque tube and a carbon fibre prop shaft. So this Vantage also has an electronic rear differential. The advantage of that is it gives you much more rear grip at the rear end when applying throttle. So what we'll do now is we'll move to the back of the car and we'll talk about some of the aerodynamic features at the rear of the car and some of the design. So here we are at the rear of the Vantage Roadster, and you can see straight away it has the similarities between this and the coupe. It has the signature eyebrow rear brake light cluster and the signature rear flip. It's a sports car, so we need something that gives you confidence and that planted feel when you're driving it quickly. So this car has lots and lots of downforce. Starts at the front, we have what we call a flat floor arrangement. We have fencing at the front, which basically channels the air down the centre of the car to speed up the air, and it comes out of this rear diffuser. And what you'll see on this Vantage is we've got very, very short overhangs, which makes the diffuser work very, very efficiently. So this extracts the air, creating downforce. So let's show you in the boot of this Vantage Roadster. So there's two ways of accessing the boot. You can use the button inside the car, or you can use the button on the remote control. So what we've actually done is achieved 50% more luggage space than the previous Vantage Roadster. We've done that by re-engineering our roof mechanism, packaged much more efficiently, but it's also class leading in terms of its speed of operation. It can go up and down in 6.8 seconds. This makes the car much more usable in terms of its boot space as an everyday sports car. So that concludes our walk around of the Vantage Roadster. So if you'd like to configure your own personalised Aston Martin Vantage Roadster, the best place to go to is astonmartin.com, or if you don't want to do that, you could go to your local dealer who could assist you in that process.